Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to The Secret of Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. So, there are 5 achievements I haven't gotten. 2 of which involve using less than 10 hints, using less than 1 hint. 1 involves not using the object highlighting at all in the game. 1 involves beating the game in less than 3 hours. So, there is quite a bit here to look at. Let's see. I suppose we'll look at the artwork. Interesting transition here between the Kate of old to the Kate of new. Although, wait, that's not even Kate, that's the other character. Here's Lagrange, and boy, was he underused in the game. There's Woodtick. Just many different variations. So what this is more than likely is you would hire an artist and say draw us multiple variations of the character, or in this case, no, that's not what these are they? These are just different profiles. This is different variations in clothing, and this is different variations in appearance. So different requests bring about different things. Like this is different faces. And you can see even our main character didn't quite look as good. Here's completely different faces again, because they really were just starting with pixels. I don't even remember this character. And here's some pretty large differences. Sadly, you can't really zoom in here. Like, no buttons to view. And it's, frankly, almost every piece of art that they probably have in the game. This Voodoo doctor, by the way, plays no part in the game. I think I've seen him in other games. Other LucasArts games. So with all of those achievements on, we're going to try and do the developer's commentary and everything else under 3 hours. That means a lot of skipping, a lot of trying to remember and do everything exactly right. It also means probably not doing several things. For instance, purchasing the items. They were always drawing his head really big. I don't know why. Like, all the things in the shop, I needed the mirror, and that may have been the only actual item besides the piece of the map that we needed. And we won't get stuck, hopefully, in any other point in the game. And because of that, we should be able to run through this. I wish our parents had played a little bit more of a role, considering they had that big reveal. Maybe they should have played no role. There's a skinnier version of it, of the fat guy, but they still made him very fat. It would have been more realistic to have a skinnier version. A lot of LeChuck's, a lot of art here. Notice this is flipped in the final version of the game. It's exactly the opposite of how it was. The locks were on the left. I'm sure there's some reason for that. Yeah, they were gonna do Herman Toothrot with several different beards. There was no scene in the game like this. This is odd. Like, there's no section of the game like that. Right. And unless there was more to see, I think we probably have unlocked all of the concept art. So we don't need to do that. Now, if I'm going to want to rush here, that means I probably will want to just stay with the main, the remastered version. So, because of that, we're probably never going to play the whole game all the way through the old version. Fine by me. There's not a big reason to do it with the old version. We toggled back and forth almost consistently. Well, very consistently. I don't need to save any of my save files. That's good. So 3 hours beginning now.
So I bust into the church and say, now
we
you're
need to
in
find
for it,
out
you
what do we have to do for the audio
My
commentary.
name's Ron Gilbert, and I did pretty much everything in this game. I did all the...
And
Those guys
we
wouldn't know a
can't
good
get the
story even if they paid
audio
$50 for it.
commentary
When I
and
find
skip the
Bigfoot,
game
I'll become a legend among
at the
pirates
same
for
time.
generations to come. I can
So, seems like we're gonna have two playthroughs here. Let's see. Pick up this.
Oops, I think I broke the sign.
And do I need anything right now?
Hello.
Let's go ahead and pick up.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Nice place you have here. Well, goodbye.
So I'm gonna try and
Okey-dokey.
avoid all the conversations. We gotta be real quick here. When he picks this, puts this down. Again.
Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without me monocle.
Window. Use the window to get the knife. The knife is the only thing we need right now. Use the window back out this direction. We need to... Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of auto commentary pop up. And see, that being on by default is not the best decision, I think, in the world.
Excuse me.
But then people would have,
Yeah, boy?
too many people would have never known about it.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Of course, if you have some ID.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize.
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore.
So I'm trying to
Marco's got
get
all my
through this
regular
conversation as
You
fast
know,
as
I
possible.
can mix any drink there is.
There we go. That's what we needed. We skipped it all. We used that on
Largo's been here.
this here.
Oh, yuck.
And that's all we needed for now. Let's see. And then we'll use the knife on the rope. Skip that. Grab the Cheez-Its.
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites.
Open the door. And we'll grab the wig while we're here. Probably don't need to do that right now, but I'll do it anyways. We need to grab the bucket. We did use the saw to saw off the guy's leg, I remember now.
Nice.
Take this bucket.
Hey, leave that alone.
Do you think you could let me have this bucket?
No.
Please?
No.
Well, I didn't want that old bucket anyway.
So apparently that was the
Hey,
wrong
leave that
response.
alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
There we go. Now, as far as the woodworker, wait, there's some wood polish I could get for a piece of 8 to polish his leg. I don't even know if there's a reason to do that, though. Like, that specifically may be a completely and totally pointless thing to do. Bucket of what, the swamp.
Wow, a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine.
Let's use the coffin. So the main point we're going to run into, the main problem is when we get to Fat Island, do we have everything we need? And I don't think the answer is going to be yes. Grab this.
I'll just take a little.
Let's look at the jar.
Eau de mojo, the mystical aroma of voodoo captured in a delightful potpourri. Eau de mojo, the mystical aroma of voodoo captured in a delightful potpourri. Ash to life, the uncremating cream.
Hey, that's just a display model. Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
About that jar I was looking at,
That's one of my most powerful potions.
I'll take it.
There are some complications. It only works on ashes, and the resurrection is only temporary.
How's business?
Very good.
So we'll just keep
Many
skipping
hexes
here.
this week.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Let's just keep
we
skipping.
often forget those who help us most.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
There
Do
we
you have
go.
any of those ingredients with you?
Have his
I have his
toupee.
toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now
So it
go.
feels like I could have gone to the crypt and gotten that third ingredient, but it doesn't seem like that really matters too much right now. So we're just powering through Act 1. Of course. Now, on not hitting X for a hint, does that mean I cannot hit the X button at all, or does that mean I cannot hold the X button down for a hint? Now, I could get 19 pieces of 8 from polishing the peg leg, but that's not what I need. I need a stick, and I don't know where that stick came from.
This is creepy feeling.
So we got the piece of the bone. Ooh, and I can't use an item highlight at all, so I'm gonna have to guesstimate that there must be a stick over here. But we'll go over to the peninsula and look there. Yes, here's the stick. Great. That's all we need, and that will probably be the last time we're even in this area for a while. Did I get the Cheez-Its? No, I did not. Did I get the rope? Yes, I did.
I don't need any more.
There we go. Close the door.
It doesn't seem to stay closed.
Use the mud on the door.
I think I hear Largo coming.
Hide. Skip. Open the door. Run back this way. So I imagine people watching this, we are full on speed running the game now. From my memory, there's probably better ways to speed this up, but
You're making me mad, Marty.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
skip that. Open this box and use the stick on the box. Use the rope on
That
this
doesn't
box.
seem to work.
Use the string on the stick and use the Cheez-Its at the box. And then pull that string and then open the box and pick up the
It won't
box.
fit in my pocket.
Or pick up the cowering rat. So we've got the rat now. We're back out. So we'll go ahead and pick up the cheese squiggles, but I don't think I need those anymore. Here was certainly a point where we were stuck for a while. You have to close the door and pick up the claim ticket and then open the door and leave. And then back this direction to get the fabric. And I think that's
Nice.
all we really need to do. Is we'll give the claim ticket to the laundry guy,
I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand.
and then we skipped, and we get the bra, which was a funny joke, I suppose. Not enough of those in this game. Now we go through the window and we put the rat in the soup, and get the cook fired, and then get hired as the cook and get the money. Which, this will be interesting because this will show us a similar
Good thing this is a cold
argument as far as how much the maximum amount of money we would have been able to get. Whatever we have at the end of the game plus 19 is gonna be somewhat accurate. Although we
Excuse
also
me.
probably won't gamble.
Yeah, boy?
Hey, how's the stew tonight?
Stew? Oh, gosh. Hey, can you cook?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Great. Job is yours. Here's a week's worth of wages. Now go strap on that apron and get to work.
Okie dokie.
So we have 420 pieces of 8. And we never did anything with the stove, oddly enough. And just gotta try to walk, I guess, this way. Walk this way. And walk this way.
I can't reach it.
Now, back to the swamp to make the voodoo doll, and then we'll take on LaGrange, and
I
then
don't want
we
to pull
will...
it out of the water. It might be covered with jellyfish and swampy parasites.
Didn't want to pull it, I wanted to use it. And see, in about 25 minutes, we've probably gonna do all of Act 1, which tells me that it's not gonna be as close as I thought it was gonna be.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect.
Skip.
Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes,
Skip.
that will work. At last.
Skip. And I'll use the coffin, and back we go. And I don't think I need to come back to the swamp until I need the Ash to Life thing. Oddly, the card catalog is going to be the most time-wasting action in this whole game. Let's see. So we need to go back to Woodtick and take on Lagrange. And then... I suppose in the third run through, since this is not gonna take that long, I do want to hear the audio commentary, and I do want to comment on the audio commentary while other people
I can't reach it.
are listening to me. So I bet we'll go for a more...
What are you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out.
There we go. Skip. And skip. And we get a book. And it puts us back this way. And we're going to make all the way... Make it all the way to Fat Island, which I assume is the right move on the first chance. Or is it? I'm trying to think. What do I get on Fat Island? I need to get the invitation on Fat Island, so it is the next location to go to. There's a little bit of going back and forth, but I need the invitation to go to the governor's mansion to get that piece of the...
I love a house with that nautical look.
So now we give him this.
Would you like my monocle?
What can I do for you?
And then I need to charter
I
a
need
ship.
to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Lago's been run off the island. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of it.
Oh, I have
Actually,
20
I
pieces.
do have that much.
Deep in
And
the
we
Caribbean,
can just go ahead and skip
hidden
all
by
of
an
this.
endless storm lies LeChuck's fortress.
I'm off to find Big Whoop.
Let's see. Pick up this. And then here we go.
Welcome to the Jolly Rasta.
I don't know. What are my choices?
I only know how to get to...
So off to Fat Island. I'm pretty sure that is the right move. And skip. And skip. And skip.
Don't try to escape or anything. Walt will chew you to bits.
And skip. Pick up a stick. Use the stick with the bone.
Watch me flip it right into my pocket. They don't call me the Bone
Skip.
Master for nothing.
Pick up the bone. So at this point, since we're just speedrunning, we only had the money and nothing else. Should have skipped that. Pick up the key. Use the key. Open. Open. Take this.
There's a banana in here and an organ.
And see, the only thing we needed was the banana.
That tickles.
And then we get everything back that we had. And we are right in time. So how long? Let's see. We don't need any of the savings, so we'll just overwrite all of these. Starting here. Part 2, 26% done. 18 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm surprised it's that short, because that means I did actually spend about 7 minutes just looking at the concept art, which honestly it didn't feel like there was that much concept art to begin with. So we're just gonna breeze through this as long as I don't forget what I need to do. We may probably run into a little bit of slowdown at the ending. You just saw the ending in the previous recording, and that was kind of a mess, but even then it's going to be really fast. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.